It's like 10 degrees outside. So let's hurry up and get it loaded up.
So I'm pretty into gardening. I don't have big gardens. I've got some raised beds in my backyard. You can see the build video for that in I think it was probably almost a year ago now that I built those beds for last summer. Uh, had some cherry tomatoes in there, some peppers. My daughter loves just cruising around in her Power Wheels, stop for a little snack, grab some cherry tomatoes, and then go on her way. So a friend of mine decided that he too would like some additional raised garden beds compared to what he had last year. So we got some stock tanks from the local ag store, and this video is just going to be of us filling those up. But fortunately for him and I have a skid steer and a dump trailer, so it makes life a lot easier than doing it in the bed of a pickup truck, as I had to when I did my beds because that was before I owned all this equipment. So I got to use a wheelbarrow and shovels in my Ford F-150, and this time we get to use some real tools. Kind of look legit, huh? So as you see him load the trailer, he's going to load it to the front. I requested this to a point. I said load the tri-mix toward the front of the trailer and leave enough just for one scoop of that lava rock in the back because we're going to get some lava rock. And that's the first thing off the trailer to fill the bottom of these planter boxes that we're filling. But this guy took it to the extreme and put all 4 yards of this tri-mix as tongue weight. So I ended up having to inflate the bags to 80 psi in the rear of the truck before I left the parking lot. And even still, we were sagging pretty good on the way home. Fortunately, the drive home was only about 3 miles down back roads, but I still don't like to do that. I just love the way this truck sounds when it takes off. Just recently finished putting a 6.7 bottom end and my 5.9 top end, and then it has 5-inch exhaust behind a Garrett ball bearing turbo. So 2 small resonators. I don't have a muffler on it right now. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to put a muffler back on it or just run the resonators, because it's kind of loud, but man, does it sound good. I just pretty much got it buttoned up, still chasing down a couple little things here and there, and I might do a little tuning, but we're very close to doing the install video on that. It's kind of a mess of raw footage that I'm gonna have to put together, but I recorded it because I'd like to share it. It's something that you don't see often: 6.7 bottom ends, 5.9 top ends. This is a '07 Dodge 2500. Came stock with a 5.9 Cummins, no emissions. It's a mega cab, and man, I just love this truck. Right now, it's got Carly. I'll do a full walk around on it probably in the next month or two, now that it's kind of buttoned up to a certain point again. But it's got Carly long travel front suspension, sitting on 40s, and then I've got traction devices front and rear. They're not lockers, but it's a torsion limited slip, so it's a very capable truck. But like I said, we'll do a walk around. Oh, here we go again. All right, so the point of weighing twice is the scale's too small. It's too short to weigh the truck and the trailer at once. So they'll get a truck weight, and then you'll pull forward and they'll get a trailer weight, and then they'll just add them together. So this is our full load. The trip through here previously was our technically empty load, because you pay for that tri-mix up front in the trailer there by the yard, and then this lava rock is by the pound. So we had to weigh in what would be empty without the lava rock, and now we're weighing out full with lava rock.
Alright, so the plan is to come up through these rocks, pull these 2 fence panels. That'll give us direct access to the beds.
We're trying to do this without making a huge mess on the street. We could have put a tarp down, but trying to pull dirt off of a tarp with a skid steer, you're just going to tear up the tarp and make a mess anyway. And the problem with this, it would have normally just gone down into the bucket fairly easily, but there was a bunch of moisture and water in this dirt, and it ended up freezing because the temperatures out there this morning are well below freezing. So it just froze to the bottom of the trailer instead of sliding down nicely. right, so the way these beds work, you see those vertical blue and the yellow 4-inch PVC. I think it's 4-inch. Anyway, it goes down, and in the bottom there we have that lava rock, as you saw us put in before. And then on top of that, we put some weed cloth to keep the dirt from getting into the lava rock. And then there's also an overflow. But the idea is that you can fill up the bottom portion of that whole bed where the lava rock is with water. And then the water will wick up to the plant roots through the dirt. And then there's an overflow. So if it overflows, because you could hook like your rain gutters to this or something, kind of it has its own reservoir underneath the dirt. The plant roots can wick up the water that they want, and then you don't have to go out there and water it every single day, which in Colorado, like we're at now, you generally have to water every day, if not twice a day, depending on how much sun your plants are getting, because it is so dry here in the summer. Comment below if you have any experience with a bed like this. I'm also debating in my backyard putting in a strawberry wall with aquaponics or hydroponics later this summer. So this pretty much wraps up another project I want to bring you guys along on. And thank you again for watching.